Hi everyone, and thank you for watching my new video. I'm Marjolein, I'm a fluid artist from the Netherlands, and from my art studio I would like to show you what I do. And today I'm using only products from the brand Amsterdam. I am so in love with Amsterdam brand paints and pouring mediums. So let's make a painting with using only Amsterdam. And I have a lot of bottles here, and I hope I can show them to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoop, 4. We'll grab that one later. And this is number 6. Let's make a painting together with all those colors, and of course the one that 2 that's on the floor. I will show you everything what you need. I will show you all the ratios. I will show you everything how you make a fluid art painting with the products from Amsterdam. And I love them. Let's mix the colors first, and I will see you over there. Ooh, I hope it didn't break. Oh, it's still in one piece. This one's also. Let's make a painting. This is everything that I will use in this painting, and I will show you the colors. This is the titanium white from Amsterdam. I'm using the oxide black from Amsterdam. This is the burnt sienna from Amsterdam, and this is permanent red violet light from Amsterdam, and this is the naphthol red from Amsterdam. And this one is from the Expert series. This is the, let's see, the permanent yellow deep. It's from Amsterdam Expert. And this blue color, I love it. This is the greenish blue from Amsterdam. And this one is the Azo orange from Amsterdam. And this, of course, all the colors. I'm using the pouring medium from Amsterdam. It's still in this box. I will unbox it later. For the mixing, I'm using cups. And I'm using stirring sticks, measuring cups, and I think I will use my palette knife and of course my stick. Let's mix the paints. I will show you, and let's start. I'm using this canvas. It's 40 by 60. Where is it? There you can see it. 40 by 60 centimeters. And let's start mixing the paints. So it's time to put on an apron, and look at this back side of this apron. Look at all those colors. Let's do this. All right, done. Let's start with mixing the paints, and I'm using, I told you already, this is the pouring medium from Amsterdam. And let's see what's inside this box. Look, it's a glass jar, pouring medium. I searched on the internet for the best results for this pouring medium, and I found a recipe that's 1 part paint and 3 parts pouring medium, and I think it will be really nice. Let's mix it. I will mix 1 color with all of you, and then I will speed up the other paints. It's all the same. Let's pick a color. Let's close my eyes and pick a color of all those nice bottles. This one I will mix. Ooh. This is the permanent red violet light. Let's mix this. 1 part paint and 3 parts pouring medium. So let's mix the paint. I have 6 small cups and 1 big cup. I will only use the black, maybe the white. I'm not sure. I think I will not use the white, but I showed you. But maybe I will use it and maybe I don't. The black I will use for my base color. And there is one thing. I really want to test the spray paint from Amsterdam, but I'm not sure that will work. So maybe I will use it after I mix the paints. I will do a test canvas where I test the paint of the spray paint. I will see what will happen. If it doesn't, then it will not be in the big painting. I will always make a small painting, just a test painting to test the colors and see how they react on each other. So that's something that I will do first. But I will mix this one part paint and 3 parts pouring medium. And I will do that in this cup, in a small cup, and with my small measuring cup. And I have a bottle open, so I will use that one. Here it is. It's already used. First 3 parts pouring medium. One. Two. And 3. And 1 part of this lovely color. This is the permanent red violet light. And 1 part of that paint. And let's stir it with this stirring stick. And because I'm planning to make a puddle pour, this paint is really too thick, so I will add 1 part water. So now I have 3 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint and 1 part water. And now my cup is almost full. And stir this for about 4 minutes and then it should be perfect. So, and now I will mix all my paints, and when all my paints are mixed, I will check the consistency. I will do a drip test for that. I will show you, of course, but now I will mix all the other paints the same way. 1 part paint, 3 parts pouring medium and 1 part water, and then I will check the consistencies. I will speed this part up a little bit because it's the same as that I did with this one. So let's speed this part up and mix all the other colors. And I'm also making a reel, so I will make a reel of how I've mixed the orange. And those colors are really amazing. I love them all. The first 3 I already love. So let's mix the other 3. The burnt sienna. And this, oh, I love this color. This is the greenish blue. I told you already in the intro. And this is the expert series. I think I will mix a little bit more of the pouring medium in this one, because there is a lot of pigment in the expert series. So you do not need so much paint for that. So, but that's the last one. Let's mix those 2. 3 parts pouring medium and 1 part paint. Ooh, this is a really nice color. I haven't used it before. And 1 part water. And stir this. Ooh, I love it when the color comes alive. First it's white and then it's the color and a little bit white wash, and then the color comes. So, and let's mix the blue one. And again, 3 parts pouring medium. And 1 part paint. It's a bit like a jeans color. And 1 part water. And stir it. I can show you here that first it's white and watery. You can see it. And you have to stir more. And then the color is coming out a little bit. Look, but that's still with a white wash. But let's continue stirring. And still not the color that I want, so let's go on. Now you can see that color coming, look there. You see it there? There's the blue, the darker blue, the greenish blue. So let's go on with stirring. So all the white is gone and then it's perfect. Look how this looks now. It's perfect, look. This is the perfect consistency for what I'm planning to make, so whew, perfect. So let's mix the last one, and that's the yellow one. Look, perfect. So for this last one, I'm using the Expert series, and I told you already that there is more pigment in this paint, so I do not have to use so much paint than I did for those. So I think I will use only half measuring cup, so 3 parts pouring medium and 1 part water and half part of this paint, because this is also thicker than the other paints. I never used the pouring medium of Amsterdam before, so let's see what will happen. Maybe it's perfect and maybe I have to add more paint or more pouring medium. Let's see. Let's start with this. 3 parts and half part of this paint. Oh, this is just an amazing color, yellow. I love yellow. Look, this is almost, I think, half cup, maybe a little bit extra, like that. So not completely full, half full. And 1, not completely full. I think 3/4. I can always add more. And let's stir it and let's see how this will react. And when the paints are mixed, you have to leave them in this cup for a day, so all the air bubbles can come out and pop. So today is my mixing day and tomorrow is my painting day. This feels thicker than the other paints, so I think it was better to use all the water. So let's add 1/4 water. Oh, this is really lovely. So I will mix also the black. You can store those paints for more than I think 3, 4, 5 months. If you put a lid on it, then you can. I store them all here. You can see them all here. So you can use them for another project. Let's flip it in here. And I'm so happy it's already the right consistency with this ratios. Perfect. I think it's a little bit thicker, but I will do the drip test I told you. So let's do the drip test right away. It's better to do it now and then let it rest for a day than do the drip test tomorrow and you have to add some water and then there are new air bubbles in your paint. So let's do the drip test now. I will show you how I do that. First, let's make some room here. And for the drip test, I'm using this sketchbook. I already did the drip test for my previous painting. It's on my YouTube channel. Let's use a new this one. The drip test. I will make puddles with the paints and I will lift my paper and then I can see if all the paints are the same consistency, because when it's thinner it's running down faster than all the other paints. So if they are running down almost at the same speed, then it's perfect. So let's do the drip test. I will show that with my other camera. So this is my paper and I will use a little bit of my paints and make a puddle. Make sure they are almost the same size. Look, let's make a puddle here. Oh, this one feels thicker, so let's see if I'm right. Well, I dripped. All right, let's see who wins this race. Look, the yellow is really thin, you can see. And the brown, I told you, is the thickest one. And that one's also thick. I felt it while I was making the puddles. I will add a little bit water to those two and to those two. And I think this one, and this one are the same. So let's add a little bit to those 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Let's see, that's this one, the blue one. And this one and this one. So a little bit more to this one and the same to this one and a little bit to this one. Let's see, and let's stir them. And because the paints of Amsterdam are a really good quality, you can add some water and it will not affect the outcome of your painting. When you have really cheap paint, you can see that when you add too much water, it really breaks up the pigments and it's not really nice. But with the Amsterdam brand paints, you do not have to worry about that. That was quick for you, but my arm. So that's done. For now, this is also the end of my day here, because I will let those paints sit in here for a day, for a night. So all the air bubbles can come up and they pop, so there are no air bubbles in your paint when you are painting the next day. I can do some testing things. I will test my spray paint, but I will not show you because I want this to be a surprise for tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be back, and for you that's off after this. But for now, for me, this is the end of today. See you tomorrow, and for you that's right after this. So it is the next day and it's time to prep my canvas, and I will show you every step that I will take to prep my canvas. I will do that over there, so let's go. So let's prep my table and my canvas, and I will show you what I need for that. Of course, I need a canvas. This one is the 3D canvas from Talens, and the size, you can see it only on this side. It's 40 by 60 centimeters. It's a 3D canvas from Talens, and I will use it and I will prep it. And with prepping, I mean tape the back with this tape, and I'm using my large push pins. They are here. I will hammer them on the back on the canvas, and I prep my table with those puppy pads. So let's start. I will first unwrap it, of course. All right, this is unwrapped, and let's use those wedges, those wooden things. You can. I will hammer them here in those sleeves. There are sleeves in each corner of the canvas. I will hammer them in, so I will tighten this canvas extra. Because fluid art, it is fluid and it goes everywhere when the canvas is not level or completely stretched. So that's why I use it. Ooh, and those are really big. Look. First the one below and then the one above. And hammer them. Ooh, Oh, those are really big. And when your canvas is already perfectly stretched, use them also, because when your painting is done and after maybe a year and you want to stretch it because it's really getting loose, you had no idea where they are. So let's keep them here safe in this canvas. Ooh, this is perfect. It sounds like a drum, so it's perfect. Let's tape the back, and with taping the back I will use this tape, and I tape the back 3 millimeters from the side. And use your scissors to cut it, and my scissors is somewhere here. Here. So, and I will hammer in those large push pins. Look, they are here. They are 4.5 centimeters in height. You can see them here. Well, look at my freshly manicured artist's manicured nails. I call them my artist's manicure. So hammer in those at the corners. Alrighty then, done. And because I'm making a darker painting, I will paint the sides black, and I'm using the oxide black. It is here, this one, and I will paint the sides, and first I will lay down my puppy pads. I will use two, then I have more room to make a mess. And when I'm painting the sides, I first start on the back. So let's paint the sides. Let's paint the back and then the sides. Look. Oh yes, perfect. So I make a round and then I turn it around and then I will paint the sides. So when your painting is hanging on the wall and you peek behind it, there is no way you can see the white of the canvas. Now it's time to turn this one around. Perfect. Maybe there's paint on my face, I don't know. Once I had a lot of paint on this brush and I put it in my mouth to turn over the canvas, and I was just like the Joker. There was paint everywhere on my face. Whew. That's why I have a mirror here when I'm going out of my studio. There is a mirror so I can check my face. So this preparation is done. let's wait for it to dry, and then I will start painting. And there, I think this will be a really interesting video, because I will use my spray paint from Amsterdam, and this is not the spray paint that I normally use for my fantasy swipe. This is the water-based spray paint. So it was really out of the box thinking for me, because I really want to use this one in this painting. So it will be a little bit different than the other paintings that I did, but I think you will be amazed when you see this result.